Hello, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to complete the JavaScript question 3. You're required to help another member of staff who is learning JavaScript. They want to learn how to change HTML attributes. Open the file jsexample.html in your browser. Resave the file in your TTS folder. You are required to display the balloon images in the cell shown over here. Open the file in your text editor and insert JavaScript code to display the correct color balloon for each button press. Annotate the script with comments. So, what should happen? Before I look at the file, I will get a HTML page with a placeholder like this in the middle. Okay, a square like this in the middle. This example should show how JavaScript can change the source attribute src, okay, of an image. Now we'll be referring to this in the actual JavaScript as well, the src. Complete the example by entering the code to display the correct color balloon in the cell when each button is clicked. So what should happen is, when I start, this should be empty. When I click on red, it should show the red balloon. When I click on green, it should show the green balloon, and blue, and it shows the blue balloon. And this is worth 20 marks. So I'm going to go to my folder. I'm going to copy this file and put it into my TTS folder, like so. And I'm going to right click on it, I'm going to open with, and I'm going to use Microsoft Expression to edit this code. When it loads, you should see a window like this. You will edit this using the code dot at the bottom. And you can see here is the HTML. Okay, they've already created the buttons for you, and this should tell you you need to create a function called show red, show green, show blue, which is what we are going to do now. So, where do I start? After the P over here, the P tag, I'm going to insert a new tag called script. And you can see the end tag has been put in for me, so I'm just going to move that down a little bit so I can work in this area. I need to create a function which shows red. So I'm going to create a new function here called function. Okay, and this function is going to be called show red. Open brackets, close brackets, and show red, that should say, not show red. Now if you remember from my class, okay, my notes I gave you, there's no attributes in that moment, okay, and we won't be putting any as well. So I've done show red. Next I'm going to put a curly brackets in, and I'm going to say document.getElement by ID, okay, and I'm going to get the balloon, okay, because the ID over here is balloon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type it in here now. On the next line I'm going to say document dot get element by ID, and it's there. I'm just going to use that shortcut there to do it for me. Okay, open brackets, and I'm going to use balloon. Speech marks, close that. Okay, dot src, okay, because in the paper it tells you about source attribute. Okay, and that will be equals to whatever your file name was before. So my file name, I need to remind myself, was, okay, green underscore balloon, blue underscore balloon, whatever you call it. So let's start off with the red balloon because the red button's first. So it's called red underscore balloon. So I'm going to go here, let's click over here, and in speech bar, inside quotes, and type in red underscore balloon. Close your quote marks. But before I do that, I need to give it what the extension was, and I had it as a .bmp. Okay, then after that, I'm going to simply put a semicolon, and I'm going to close that block of code. Now, in the exam, it tells you to add comments. So here, I'm going to add a comment just above it by using // and I'm going to say this function shows the red balloon. Okay, now I'm going to go to design. It doesn't work here, does it? Okay, so I need to save it first. Control S. Oh, something's going wrong here. I'm going to go file. I'm just going to save it as 1.0. There's a problem with my computer. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to go save. Okay, and I'm going to go to file, display in browser, Internet Explorer. See if this works. Okay, something is happening. Okay, I need to make sure that my file name is correct. That didn't work because I've just checked my folder and I haven't got a red underscore balloon. This is my Photoshop file. Okay, so I need to change that file into a PNG. I'm going to use PNG this time around for this. So I'm just going to open this very quickly. Go file, save as. Okay, and I'm just going to save it as. I'm going to save it as a bitmap because I've done it there as well. Click on save. Okay. Just going to close this down and go back to my script. I'm just going to go back to here, press F5, click on red. There's my balloon. Okay. Now, obviously it's not big enough, but I can play around with that later on. But you can see by simply typing in that code there, that worked. Now, the rest of it is pretty easy because all you need to do is replicate the code you just typed in from here to here, even the comment, I suppose. Okay, and then paste it here, and then the next one is going to be this shows the green balloon because green is the next button. Okay, and I just need to change this to green, and again I didn't save it as a BMP. Green underscore. This time I'm going to save it as a PNG. Okay, so let's do this, and this should be show green as well because look up here, we've got this up here. Can you see that? That is show green. Okay, and I'm just replicating what's there to here. I've created a function. Now let's go and save the green balloon as a PNG. So I'm going to open that in Photoshop. I'm going to say file, save as, and I'm going to save this one as a PNG. Click on save. Okay, now I'm going to go to my JavaScript. There it is, just checking it. Control S, go to this here, press F5 on your keyboard. If you press green, there's my green balloon there. Okay, now I'm going to do the same for the blue balloon as well. So I'm just going to copy this bit here, Control C, Control V. Okay, this shows the blue balloon. Okay, show blue. And blue balloon. Okay, I'm going to save this one as a JPEG. Okay, and that is done there. So I'm going to press file, I'm going to say save, but I need to save the blue balloon. File, save as. This time I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Click on save. Okay, then I'm gonna simply go to my JavaScript, make sure it says JPEG there, Control and S. Now if I go to my JavaScript file, press F5, got red, green, blue, red, green, blue, green, blue, red. You can see it works. Okay, now I need to make this balloon bigger, which I will do later on. If you look at the script again, I will explain it one more time. Okay, they've already given you the buttons, and this should indicate to you that I need to create a function. Okay, so I created a script tag to start with and an end script tag as well. I enter the comment which the exam board wants. I created a function called showRed, which is from up here. Then I entered document.getElementById. The ID was balloon, as you can see, and the source, okay, the source attribute was redballoon.bmp, and this is the file name that I saved the file as. And I repeated this all the way down. Okay, that is the JavaScript. Don't overcomplicate things. Think about it logically, and it should be very easy for you to do. Thank you for listening.